Hello and welcome to There's a Beautiful Me. I'm your host, Crystal Davis. This is an inspirational talk show geared towards youth and young women, inspiring and giving an overall spiritual wellness, dealing with health, beauty, fitness, and beauty really from the inside and out, and bringing on different inspirational people. So this show basically is Proverbs 31 based, and as you know, in season 1 we did Proverbs 31, the woman, the virtuous woman, verses 10 through 31. So now that we've gone past that, we are going to take on even more deeper, I guess, spiritual connections, more so with the virtues of the virtuous woman. This verse that we will go through today is going to be from Isaiah 60, verses 1 through 3. And it reads, "Arise, shine, for your light has to come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the peoples. But the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you." This verse by itself really spoke out to me because I was like, wow, it just really touched me in a sense on thinking about everything that happens, the things that you see, negative things, you see things that just, you know, it's always something bad going on, but you never hear much about the good. But then when you do something good, or when you're stepping out on faith, or when you're obeying God and using your gifts to glorify him, then he allows that light to just immerse and just to shine within you. And then you never know it, but somebody else could be watching you. Somebody else could be, you know, focusing on, okay, what is it that she's doing? What is it that he's doing that's really taking him to that next level, that's really enlightening him in his spirit? So even though this world may have this darkness or this other side, and we have to share that light, we have to spread that good news, we have to be that example for him, really an ambassador for Christ, and speaking out and living for him and sharing the gifts that he's given us, because we never know. And it's a sense of, I know at one point I was ashamed, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was nervous, I was scared, I was like worried about what people thought or what people would think of me. But it doesn't matter what people think of you, because it only matters what he thinks of you. So let that light shine from within you. You never know where his glory is shining upon you, and you may not realize it, but somebody else is. So just continue to live for him, do what you know that he's called you to do, continue to live right, and just allow him to use you. This has been your devotion with There's a Beautiful Me, and coming up next we have your beautiful inspiration news with Miss Anavid Reyes. Stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Crystal, and hello everyone. I'm Anavid Reyes with your beautiful inspiration news. Let's get you in the know. A company called Ingrain is trying to identify the components in wheat protein that cause a reaction with people with celiac disease. The research can't make gluten-free, but finding a way to eliminate the allergen in gluten would be life-changing for sufferers. Next, experts say about an hour of homework a day is ideal. Spanish researchers surveyed nearly 8,000 students, average age of 14. They found small gains in math and science when the students did between 70 to 90 minutes of homework. But their test results began to decline when they had more than an hour of homework a day. Finally, people who have 3 or more alcoholic drinks a day could be raising their risk of liver cancer. But researchers found that coffee actually may lower those odds. Researchers with the Imperial College of London compiled data on more than 8 million people around the world. They found, along with the increased risk to heavy drinkers, being overweight or obese also boosts the chance of developing liver cancer. They say maintaining a healthy weight and limiting alcoholic intake to 2 drinks a day for men and 1 drink a day for women lowers that risk. And that's it for your beautiful inspiration news. Leave it to me to keep you updated on what you need to know. I'm Anavid Reyes. Now back to you, Crystal.
Hello and welcome to There's a Beautiful Me Season 2. I'm your host, Crystal Davis, and today I have with me in the studio the Fresh Wind International Praise Ministry School. And these ladies here, they're focused on empowering youth and young adults into the art of dance and mime ministry. They have warfare praise, just all kinds of things. And I'm so happy that I have all these young ladies here. They are so excited. You should have been here earlier. They were just like rapping and just had their own little flow session and everything. They're just so So cool. And so I'm so glad y'all are going to meet them today. So first off, this is Miss Roslyn. She is the founder and director of the school. So what made you want to like really start this whole program?
Oh, well, it's a God-mandated assignment. So basically, actually some of the girls started Dance for a Wedding.
Okay.
And then the Lord spoke to me about the name from that wedding. We ministered to a song, Call Another Place by Michael Stampley. And in that song, at the end, it says fresh wind. It whispers fresh wind. So God said, okay, that's the name. And then he told me to start, gave me the faces and names of people to call to start the ministry. And I did that, and they came. To be honest with you, yes, they did. I really just shared the vision that God gave me with it, and they just came on. Many of them been added at different times, but mostly toward the beginning of the ministry. So that's how I really got started. It's just me obeying God.
Right, and that's what it's all about. And then them obeying by being a part of the ministry and sharing their gifts, because God says we need to use our gifts to glorify Him.
That's right.
So that's very important. I'm so glad, because these are young girls. Like, this is middle school, high school, pretty much college, some college, a little, just a variety, a good combination of young women using their gifts to glorify God. So that's the importance of having them here, and I just want to share it with you all, because these girls are just phenomenal, and you'll see more of their dance later. But we also have your help with Tamika and Miss Maggie.
Yes, I have Maggie Walker with me. Maggie's one of my moms. She's one of my freshman moms, but she's also my executive assistant. She is my right hand.
Real quick, her daughters.
Okay, her daughters here, Madison Mitchell, and Caitlin Walker.
Those are her girls.
Those are her girls. Those are her girls. Maggie also is our booking coordinator, and she's also our student affairs coordinator for our arts ministry school. Good. So she's multifaceted.
And
this is Tamika Ozan. This is another mom. This is JJ and Emerald's mom. And Tamika is our finance coordinator for our school, our ministry period. And she is also some of everything right hand. Another right hand for me. Yes, ma'am.
So real quick with you ladies, what made you all want to be a part of this, and then with your girls as well, be a part of this ministry?
This is interesting. I would say, just like Roslyn stated, it was God mandated. And once we heard her vision and what she wanted for the dance ministry, it was just an easy, just to be obedient to what God had called for. So that's one of the reasons we came.
Yeah.
I agree with that. She was actually one of the coordinators for the girls at our church. So I trusted her with my girls from the very beginning. So when she had this vision, I was like, yes.
Let's get on with it. Let's keep going. So now, ladies, so what made you all want to be a part of this ministry? It doesn't matter. Anybody can go. This is very open. So what made you all, especially Miss Madison? I've been in contact with this young lady. She's been in contact with me, just very professional. So go. Yes.
Well, really, I was already dancing before I joined, and I came to one of the rehearsals, and I watched. I sat back, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll join. But what I did not realize at that point was that this was a life-changing experience. This was not just an ordinary praise dance ministry. These were girls that were warriors. They were fighting on battlefields. They were fighting demons in the spiritual realm, and I did not realize that at first. But the more I stayed, she started doing in-school Bible, sessions for us. We would come to our house. We would have little Bible sessions, and then we would have practice. Or we would do little, summer school sessions at her house. And it kept building me up to who I am now. And I'm thinking, this has built me into the woman that I am. So I'm just blessed to be able to say that I am a part of this ministry.
So, and how long have you been with the ministry?
Wow, a couple of months after inception.
It was October 18, 2008. Was our first ministry assignment.
Yeah.
We did for a play, Why Did You Call Me, by Leah Davis, and I think it was a month or two after it.
It was about a couple
months after.
That's so nice.
So it's been some
years, but you're still here. That's great that you're giving back and just sharing your gift. So you ladies, JJ, Emerald.
Their inception.
We're like Ms. Roslyn stated.
We are Inception dancers. We started October 18th. Like my mother stated before, we had already been under Miss Roslyn at our church, and so we've known Miss Roslyn from the jump. And she was like, okay, we're doing a praise dance ministry. I was like, okay, cool, you know, not really knowing what we were getting ourselves into spiritually. So I think that's kind of with all of us, you know, we're from the beginning, we're like, okay, yeah, you know, we love to praise dance, we like to do this, but really spiritually not knowing what it'll do to us in the long run. And so like Madison stated, I think we all really wouldn't know where we would be spiritually and the young women that we are today if it wasn't for if it wasn't for being under her wing and being under the vision that God has given her.
Even with you all dancing, it's just the ministry y'all are giving to others, you know, and them being able to receive the message just by watching you all dance. Because I know for me personally, because I work with my youth as well at my church, and so to hear you all at this age, you know, speaking and talking, you know, about your spiritual growth, being in this ministry, I can personally say, you know, I've had that same transfer. It's just something about, you know, the Holy Spirit, you just feel in this. Sometimes even when you're ministering, you just start to go, like you may have practiced something, but then you just start taking off, like, you know, something else shows up, it just goes, you know, it's just him using you. So this is like truly wonderful that you ladies are doing this. And JJ, and we'll get to y'all because I know y'all are new. So
before I came into Fresh Wind, I ministered at another church called Community of Faith, and I always thought praise dance was entertaining people until I got into Fresh Wind. And I'm really thankful for Miss Roslyn for giving us...
Come on, Jay. It's okay. Come on, Jay. It's good. You got this.
I'm just really grateful how Miss Roslyn just opens up to us like we're her daughters. And she gives us everything. I'm really grateful for her, for this ministry.
Don't do it, Jay. I'm trying to look cute.
You know, I am. You are touching these girls' lives.
But they're touching mine too. They're touching mine too. Their obedience to God is totally phenomenal. But they're 16 and 15 and 17 years old now. You know, when you see the ministry that comes forth, you wonder how young people got to that place. But I have to say they bless me a lot as well. I'm just being obedient to God in the mandated assignment He's given all of us, and I'm excited that they said yes. And they're committed to God for real. For real.
And that's important. He blesses us so we can bless others. So you ladies, and you too as well. I see you. I haven't forgot about you. Because y'all are fairly new with joining the school, correct? Yes. Okay. So how are you enjoying it so far?
So far with Ms. Roslyn, when I first met her, I was just like, okay, who is this person? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I doing this right? And then she finally came to me saying, you are inducted into Fresh Wind without audition. I was just like, that's a blessing. Because I've been shot down from multiple dance teams and stuff like that after I've tried out, and I'm like, okay, am I really supposed to be doing this? Ms. Roslyn's the one that opened my eyes and said, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, wow.
This is my path. And now I have been with her since October, right?
I think October.
And a lot of times now that's going on with my life, I see them every second and fourth Saturday for practice, and then for assignments also. It's like I hang around them so much, like with JJ and Caitlin and Maddie and Emerald.
Because y'all just connect, y'all just connect so well. Like just before, that's what I was saying, before all of this, they were just all just so mingled up, and just everybody was just feeding off each other. Just, you know,
it's a great bonding unit.
Vibe.
It's a great bonding unit. It's a sisterhood. And although I told her to come in, but trust me, they always talk to me first. And when they see whatever they see, I will tell them, okay, what you guys see. Or sometimes we just come to each other. Oh yeah, she's definitely Fresh Wind material, because it's just not we're not auditioning everybody we see. It's all God mandated assignment. We don't stop anybody from trying out for the group, but we definitely have to let them know the commitment in the assignment and the prayer life and how it's important to live their lives before God, because our mantle is spiritual warfare, and we just cannot afford to have people on board that's not ready to live right, that's not ready to pray, that's not ready to meet God at that place every day. Yeah, so.
That's another thing. Every day, I think about every situation I'm in. I'm like, what would Ms. Roslyn do?
What would Jesus do?
You weren't expecting this for you.
No.
Into a lot of situations, like, okay, what do I do now? Like, okay, stop.
That little voice.
Oh my God.
I'm in your face, though. I'm in your face. Because, you gotta be the real deal. You gotta tell them the real deal, because being called to this type of assignment, you have to be mature. It's no time really, to play, and you have to be honest with yourself. Get rid of all excuses, because you have to give God excellence. And when He's called you to something this great, you can't be living shabby. You can't be doing all kind of foolish things. You can't.
Right.
We all make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. We're all working on something, but
it's just striving.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's all building growth.
Yeah.
Well, I've been a part of Freshman for a good amount of time now. Almost inception. I do know, but before I first joined, I was a little hesitant. Because I never really, me as a person, I was never really interested in dancing. But once I kind of got caught up in it, I was like, hey, this is something I can actually do.
That's when
She's powerful.
Once you get to a certain point, you start to see the actual seriousness about the situation. And comparing Fresh Wind, if I had to compare it to something, I would compare it to actually literally joining an army, like the Air Force and all that.
Spiritual warfare.
You can joke about it. You can it gives you that feeling. But once you kind of get into that mode where you just kind of made that connection with God, and it goes down. It goes down.
It's over from there. And, it's not you anymore. It's Him.
Right. It's not. That's right. Exactly.
It has brought a lot of good things, inspiring things that I never really thought I could actually do. It boosts my confidence.
Yeah.
And it just gave me that strength to keep going. Even though it may seem like it's not of any use or anything. It just you always got the little voice in your head that you just know it's Him saying just keep going, because you're right there. He brought that light that just helped me see throughout all those dark days, and it does make you wonder, where would you have been had it not been for Fresh Wind? And I can probably say I wouldn't be alive. It's scary, but it's true. So I'm grateful
to God. We're grateful to God for
God
her,
first,
just
and
leading
also
her
for
to
Roslyn for allowing me to actually join the group. So
this is beautiful. I'm just so excited. Now you.
Let's see. I'm like the new Velsa of the group. I actually joined the group a different way. Not necessarily coming in as a dancer, but as a playwright and director for the conference, which we're going to talk about later.
Right.
I met Roslyn last year at a church where I saw a Fresh Wind minister, and I was amazed. I was like, wow, like, who is that? So I ended up meeting Roslyn, and from like different events, we saw each other, and she actually had a vision of me, and she called me and she said, didn't you say you write plays and blah, blah, blah? And I was like, yes. Well, she said, well, God showed me your face, and you're going to write the play and you're going to direct it. And I was like, oh.
It sounds like her. She just
Can't ignore that.
I was like, okay. I was like, this woman crazy.
Where did that come from?
But no, and so I said yes to the assignment, and as soon as I said yes to the assignment, things changed in my life. And whenever you say yes to assignment, you have to let go of some things, or God will remove certain things out of your lives. And so I'm so humble. I have opportunity because of her. These girls are wonderful. My first time actually ministering with these young ladies was last weekend.
Last Sunday in Dallas. She came with us to Red Oak, Texas, near Dallas.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Perfect.
So I love it. Yeah.
And you would not know that she was newly to the group either. You would not know. To see her minister, like they said previous, one thing about them is once you come into the ministry, you become family. And they all gel together very, very well. Actually, it's about 20 maybe. 20 people.
Dancers.
About 14, 15. Yeah, 14. Well, at some point in time, there might be 14, 15 dancers, and they all are like this. When earlier how you seen how they were kidding around and playing with one another. They're subject to be sitting here a lot on top of each other. Just I'm so glad to see my sister. We're all from different ministries. But you would never be able to tell because the love of Jesus Christ is within them. So you never would be able to tell that this is different ministries. They're all one. When they're Fresh Wind, they're all one ministry.
So there's definitely a great calling on her life with just not only that, but the play called Why Did He Call Me for the conference. Is really, she's doing a great job with that as well. Wonderful playwright, Kimberly Roberts.
Now, because you all do have the conference coming up, but let's go into the conference and just the workshops, because I saw it was the miming, then y'all have the play, and then the different aspects, a little bit of everything that I saw you all had. So I feel it's very interesting.
It's 3 day. It's a 3-day conference. We have workshops in the mornings, and those workshops are praise dance, hip hop. We'll have drama. We'll have some modeling. Because we teach that as a self-esteem builder. We'll have prayer and intercession workshops. We'll have compassion and unity in ministry, people knowing how to deal with people in a compassionate way in ministry. We'll have also the budgeting and finances workshops, event planning.
And is that where you ladies come in for the financial and everything, or is it y'all just having different people come on?
Well, let me say this first. Bishop Thomas and Lady Edith Wallace. They're the pastors of New Oasis of Faith Church, and that's where our school is housed, and they are our covering for our school. So they will be our speakers on budgeting and finance and ministry, because just like we travel to minister locally and across the country, we have to know how to budget, and because God does reward us, He does pay us, and so we have to know how to do that, and a lot of people don't know how to do that. So that's one of our workshops. We'll have morning workshops. We have children workshops, children from ages 5 to I think it's going to be 12, but if the kids are like more mature, they can come to the other workshops, but we'll have a time for them too, the 2 days, Thursday and Friday. So it'll start in the mornings, like 9 o'clock, we'll have prayer and intercession, and then we'll have exhorters. We have exhorters. We have some phenomenal exhorters from here in Houston and from afar. Then we'll have night services at night, 7:30 for that Thursday and Friday night. And then that Saturday morning we'll have a 10 o'clock a.m. service, and then we'll close it out with the play, Why Did He Call Me? And it's awesome. That's where she comes in, but it's just totally phenomenal because it's about a singer, dancer, mimer, and a musician. And it's touching on some pretty deep things, some unclean spirits that are operating in the arts arena, and how God wants to uproot all of that. So we're going to come and get fed and filled and delivered and healed and saved and all of that good stuff. So it's going to be phenomenal. Citywide. Yes, it is. So it's really, it's affordable. The kids is 5 to 12 is $25 for all 3 days. That includes the play. And it's $45 for adults from 13 on up, for all 3 days. That includes the play. And if they're not a part of the conference, they can pay $20 for the adults and $10 for the children for the play.
To be a part.
So and then we have our conference T-shirts. We definitely want to do that. It says Emerald is the one who came up with the actual thought for the keep calm and minister.
Yes, be sure to show this.
That's all. And we just decided that would be our conference T-shirts because it's not just for the dancer, it's for the singer. The mimer, minister. If you preach, keep calm and minister. Just do what God tell you to do. And do it His way.
Thank you so much. So now the website, can you tell them where they can find you? And then on Facebook as well. So if you are interested in being a part of this ministry and then also wanting to know more information about Freshwind, then you can go on to their website. You can go to www.freshwindarts.org, and that's our website there where you can go and register for the conference there. Our school information is there as well. Our school is Freshwind International Arts Ministry School. That's our website for that as well. You can go ahead and register for that. We do that every second and fourth Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You have foundational class, you have dance, praise dance, drama, you have hip-hop, you have mime, you have modeling, so all 4 hours, 9 to what? What is it, 9 to 12? 12. So it's 9 to 1, right? So you have all of that good stuff for that amount of money. It's $25 a month for ages 5 to 12 and $30 a month from ages 13 to 17, and it's $35 a month for adults past 18 and up. So you can come and dance till you're 80. Like Miriam danced, Miriam led those dancers in the Bible. She was 80. So I'll plan to dance till I go home. Our phone number, though, is 832-877-1004. Our other number is 713-518-4685. Roslyn, and thank you, ladies. This is the Freshwind International Praise Ministry School. There is a beautiful me and you. You are God's beauty inside and out. Stay tuned because we have a special ministry opportunity that you will see from the school as well. So stay tuned.
Hallelujah, you are worthy. We gather to be assembled, many members in your body. Our body, it is your temple. We will praise you with a timbrel and harp, with drums and cymbals. Clap our hands, we remember your goodness, so we give you a praise dance. Like King David, the world may say that we crazy. The joy we have from our Savior, this world ain't giving nor can take it. Lord God, your grace is amazing. You created us to praise you before you laid the foundation. This is your predestination, so we praise right now. Your praise shall continually be in my mouth. Our faith, no doubt, unbelief, get out. Let all the saints of God just shout unto God. Let us all cry out with a joyful noise. All his girls and boys, let the redeemed and every living thing get up and lift up your voice. He is worthy of our worship to be praised.
If you are interested in being a part of the show, please contact me at proverbsbeauty.org. Again, that's proverbsbeauty.org. Or you can email me at proverbsbeauty31@gmail.com. Please, I'm always looking for people that are interested in sharing their gifts, their talents. If you're inspirational, if you have a group, an organization, please contact me. I'll be more than happy to have you and be able to share what God has given to you so we can spread it to others. There is a beautiful me and you. You are God's beauty inside and out.
Jesus Christ is my master. He the only one I got an answer to. I labor in love for him, ministering his grace unto you. When you work for God, you gotta share reward. What you worth and a whole lot more. When you work your whole life for men and not for him, in the end you poor. We don't need to labor to be rich. God say he's good as it gets. When we do learn to be content, ain't no sorrow gonna come with it.